We heard about your disco already, honey. We don't need to hear about it again. All right. All right, so let's see. Somebody else is coming, Bella. Okay, most of these people are in the room with me. So I've got Alex and Bella, Kate and Sweeney, everybody, and Carl zooming in. Okay. All right, so now it's 8 o'clock. I started too soon. Okay. All right, so I just have everybody zooming in because I'm finding that it's easier for me just to deal with sharing my screen with everybody on your own thing rather than having the Promethean board and having to share that and having another window open, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so couple of general announcements. Ding, ding. Okay, a couple of general announcements. First of all, this Friday and next Friday, the 15th and the 22nd, we are going to be doing iReady benchmarks for ELA. So this Friday, the 15th, is a Husky day. So all Huskies in school, hybrid Huskies, will be doing their iReady in class. And we're going to like extend the class so you can take as long as you need. Okay. Let me talk about the totally remote children once Akeem gets in here. Let's see here. So this Friday, good morning, Akeem. All kids that are totally remote students will be doing their iReady ELA. So unless you need to touch base with me or have a question, Akeem, I guess I'm speaking directly to you as a remote student. This Friday, you're going to have to do your iReady ELA benchmark. And all remote students, I'm going to have them do it this Friday. Okay, so that'll give us some time to do makeups if we need to. So you really don't need to stream the Zoom the class on Friday, Akeem, unless you have a question for me, okay? All right, so I think I told you that over the next few weeks, we're going to be doing lots of skills work, which we have started. And last week we started on doing The Day Beaver Stole Fire. We did multiple choice together. Then we did a paragraph, or you guys did a paragraph that is due tomorrow, right? So if you have not finished your graphic organizer or your paragraph, it is due tomorrow. It is not due tomorrow at 8 p.m. It is due tomorrow morning before first period. Okay, so it needs to be turned in before then if you're going to do it on time. Yay. If you still have not done your paragraph and you would like me to take a look at your graphic organizer to check it to make sure you're on the right track, you can email it to me, okay? But we are no longer working on that in class. We're working on something else today. So you can count on every week for the next several weeks doing like probably 2 of these packets a week where you have multiple read a story, multiple choice, and then a paragraph to work just to practice, okay? So today, if you look at, can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay. So if you look, we have something new called Tooth Tales, and it says text and multiple choice. I am going to open it up in classwork. And remember, it's under cars. Okay, and if you take the time, you guys don't need to be manipulating anything on your screen right now because you're watching my screen. So you don't need to have your fingers on your keypad because you're watching my screen. You don't need to have fingers on your keypad because you're watching my screen. Okay, well, let me try that again. Paige and Georgia are coming. Okay, so I am not sure on your screen when you open up the kids part where exactly you see my added directions, but this assignment has added directions, okay? So if you look, it says do all 12 multiple choice questions. Your grade will be based on 10 questions. So they're going to be worth 10 points apiece, with 2 questions counting as extra credit for 5 points each. I didn't give you the points there. Also, you can earn more extra points for showing your thinking in the text. In other words, underlining and labeling. Okay, so this is going to be told. Justin, what are you manipulating on your screen? Nothing. So you should be paying attention to what Mrs. Jost is doing. It's kind of annoying when I have to repeat that 14 times. Okay, so let's focus, folks. Okay, so make sure that when you're doing things that you check to see if I've added any directions, because that's kind of important. Okay, all right. So if you open up Tooth Tales, you're going to open it up. You're going to open it with Cami, okay? And that way you will have the ability to have text to speech if you need it, right? You will have the ability to go back and underline. Of course, you have to run the OCR to have all of that ability, okay? But you're going to, like, in order to get extra credit, like, let's just say number 1 is over here. Hold on a second, because that's loading. Okay, let's just say, and I have no idea what question number 1 is. Let's just say this is number 1, and that's where you found your answer. You're going to label it number 1, right? Just like we did together last week. You should be manipulating the text like that all the time. I'll have to work on that. Here we go. I don't know what. There we go. Okay, so directions. Read the text. I'm not going to worry about that. When you get done reading the text, do questions 1 through 12 by going back to the text, finding your proof of your answer that you're choosing, labeling it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? And then picking the right answer. This one is for a grade. Like I said, I'm going to count 10 out of the 12, okay? And then 2 will count as extra credit. Your thinking on the page, in other words, your underlining and labeling of the question numbers will also count as extra credit. So you can probably get, I haven't done the math, but you can probably get somewhere about 120 points for this activity. That's worth 100 points just by doing the extra credit, okay? If you get the questions right. And then tomorrow, so this is going to be due, what did I say? When did I say this was going to be due? Let me look, because I don't remember. I think Thursday, January 14th, which would be Thursday, okay? And tomorrow I'm going to assign the question for the paragraph that goes with this, okay? So lots of independent work. If you have questions, I'm going to keep the Zoom open, especially for those of you at home, okay? But I expect you all to be working. I think this should take you all period. If you are going back to the text and you're underlining and improving your answers, it should take you all period, because there's 12 questions, okay? Questions, problems, issues, anybody? Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Everybody, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Read the text.
Read the text, good job. Okay, those of you in Zoom, I'm gonna keep the Zoom open in case you have a problem or whatever. I might at some point be walking around the room, so if I'm not right at my desk, I will get to you in a moment, okay? Go to it.
Okay. Do we leave like you said?
I'm leaving the Zoom open, so if you feel more comfortable working without the Zoom on, and then if you have a question, you could pop back in, that's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta stop recording. Do you have a question, hon?